All right, hockey fans, it is almost time to go here at the Haldane Memorial Arena. If you're within driving distance or walking distance, if you happen to be one of the houses right next door to the John F. Snow Center, home of the Haldane Memorial Arena, then you should get down to this rink. This game should be a good one. Ithaca is a formidable opponent. Ontario Bay recovering from some illnesses, some students still out ill, some with prior obligations. Hey, look, we got some figure skaters on Ithaca. Okay. Well, I know we do. All right, so this is where I kind of like to let the boys get ready, but we got a game to play, right? Sir, gentlemen, boys, hockey fans of all ages and all genders, welcome to the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of the Ontario Bay Storm. This facility is maintained by a parent-led group of volunteers, and your assistance in helping to keep the arena clean is greatly appreciated. Warming blankets have been provided for your convenience in the bleacher section of the arena. Please remember to fold and return those blankets to their appropriate receptacles at the conclusion of this game. Also, at the end of tonight's competition, we will have a presentation from the Mexico Faculty Association for an MVP player from each team. One Ithaca player and one Ontario Bay player will receive award for being the most valuable player from the Mexico Faculty Association. And in this game, we have the visiting team wearing the maroon sweaters. It's Ithaca High School's Little Red versus your home team in the white sweaters, the Ontario Bay Storm. And here are tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the visiting team, the Ithaca High School Little Red. On defense, number 2, Noah Pasto. On defense, number 19, Mason Gabriel. On offense, number 9, Ansel Cosgrove. On offense, number 11, Aiden Swarthout. On offense, number 20, Leland Walker. And in goal, number 35, Liam Whitaker. And now, the starting lineup for your Ontario. Beginning on defense, number 3, Cameron Basley. On defense, number 10, Carter. On offense, number 8, Chase. On offense, number 14, Connor. Right. And on offense, number 15, Cameron Dan-Dalin. And between the pipes protecting the net for your Ontario Bay Storm, number 31, Aiden the Eagle Taylor. At this time, I would like to ask everyone who is able to please rise as we all stand together, united as one free country, Please remove your headgear, place your hand over your heart. Any active duty veteran or retired servicemen or servicewomen may salute as desired as we listen to the playing of our national anthem. The Cold Front Cafe is open, filled with delicious, delectable delights to satisfy your nutritional needs. That's right, the Cold Front Cafe is doctor approved. Just call me Doctor. Now, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's play some hockey! All right, hockey fans. There's some newness there, some blueness, some things that I remembered. I don't even think I forgot anything this time. The zoom in and zoom out button on my camera has magically started working. It has not worked in over 2 weeks. I've done nothing about it, and yet it has solved itself. Sometimes patience is a virtue. Remember, regardless of what happens, always look for the best in every situation. A situation's only good or bad as you interpret it to be. It is all in your control. Don't wait for it to be a good day. Let's play some hockey. And Ithaca wins that faceoff, but it's stolen by Connor. The backhand goes off the body of Noah Pasto. Almost, I thought it was going to drop into the crease, but it didn't. Puck is getting broken out on the far side. Ithaca hustling after it, able to get to it in a time. Brings that around the net on the near side, drops it back into the corner. Ithaca from the trapezoid. Swartout sends it out in front. Shot, and that goes across. Pops up into the trapezoid again. Cosgrove with it. Dan-Dalin trying to get that out, and out it does. Bounces over Pasto's glove. Law bring that puck up. Lost. Well, 1-800-CONTACTS might want to try giving them a call. Wow. Well, we'll go back and watch that on the replay 100 times and be winning 0-0 still. That puck went in and came out. Holy moly. Well, what are you going to do? Try, and try again. Stephen Wheeler trying to figure it out. He says, well, if I shoot it into the goal, it's not going to count. What do I do now? Hey, whoa, are you sure it's icing? Did it make it over the line? We're not positive, but we'll bring that back to the Ontario Bay zone. I can't believe they missed that. He was right there. Oh, and here's a conversation. I'm really going there. Get off, so quick. He's throwing that bounce. Straight down. Out of there, just so you know. Yeah. Are they going to fall back? All back. Let's go. Officials are having a conversation. And they decided to stay wrong. Yeah. Ithaca wins that faceoff. That puck goes behind the net. Centering pass is missed. This goes down the length of the ice. Hustling after Grant Harris trying to get in there to make a play. Puck picked up by William Winch. Winch in the corner. Sends it back to the trap. So a little soft check on Harris to keep him off the puck. That's borderline. It's not interference. We'd like to think it was. Dustin Paul brings that up. Loses it. Ithaca's got to check up on sides. as Dylan Van Brocklin goes in, picks this puck up, hits a nice clean pass to Wheeler. Wheeler over the blue line, tries setting this through the legs of Morgan Swarthout. Not going to work out there. Last Swarthout that fell for that was talking with Chevy Chase. Right? Swarthout, wasn't that the name of the guy from that Chevy Chase put his bill on at the in Fletch? Or was Swarthout? Swarthout's a name from Fletch. I can't remember the exact character. Battle for this puck, and that puck comes out into the neutral zone and through. Hustling after it, Sam Newton. Newton grabs this at the end line. He gets checked by Avi Paulino. Puck held in at the point by Little Red. Noah Hoteling at the top of the circle trying to pull that puck out. Gets sent into the corner, going after it. Jonas Singer. Singer comes up on the near side, shot, save, rebound, still a loose puck, and now that gets covered up by Aiden Terry. Couldn't see that either. Break the poor kid's fingers over there. Face off won by Ithaca. Dana Dubois puts that into the trap. Oh, and absolutely tosses Cameron Bassler to the ice. Loose puck grabbed by DeMott. DeMott takes this into the neutral. It's got Dalin in front of him. Feeds this to Dalin. Dalin going around the defender's shot. Save made. That one hit off the chest of the goalie. We've seen that before. That's another long shot. Those don't count. The puck comes out into the neutral zone. Donnelly turns this back in. Ontario Bay's got to check up on sides. They check up. Ithaca from the trapezoid sends this over to the corner. Lewis Singer trying to play this, sends this puck up. Donnelly turns it back. Goes high, caught by Singer. DDT pass over to Ryan Dodson. Dodson back to Singer. Singer feeds this out into the neutral zone for Aiden Swarthout. Swarthout, shot saved by Aiden Terry. Puck sent around. Coming in from the point, Mason Gabriel. Curling around, shot taken, saved by Aiden. Off of Aiden, loose in the crease, cleared out. Dalin going over to the side, puck gets punched into the corner by Leland Walker. Now it's firing around that ref's ducks. I'm surprised he knew the puck was coming his way. Eyes must have been open this time. There's a shot in the 5-hole, ankles closed. Save made. 13:01 remaining in this period, still scoreless. Is it though, right? Seriously. Connor LeDuc fires that all around behind the net. Ends up being a suicide pass to Stephen Wheeler. He didn't know that. Puck coming back into neutral zone. Noah Pasto with it. Grant Harris not able to grab it. Now he comes back. Harris pushes this forward. Caleb Ramus going after it. Puck turned over. Leland Walker fires that in it deep. LeDuc back to pick it up in the corner. He's got Ansel Cosgrove coming over. Rids of that puck before he gets checked. Comes into the neutral zone. Ripped right back in by Noah Pasto. On the far side, Dylan Van Brocklin's got one coming in behind him. Moves it slightly up the wall so he can avoid getting demolished by Mason Kelly. Grant Harris feeds this out to Ramus. Ramus not able to keep that on his twig. Dylan Van Brocklin blocks that dump in. And this one gets fired in, deflected off the glass. Drops down. LeDuc looking for who he's going to pass to. Coming onto the ice, he got Virtus and Jackson Smith. Oh, I didn't think he was going to be here today. All right, so earlier I made a video, but I never posted it. And it's a good thing because I thought we were going to be grossly shorthanded. Looks like we're doing all right. We're still missing a couple of key players. Every player is a key player. And you never want to be short anyone. And there are some missing, but not nearly as many as I thought we were going to have. Andrew Gardner let that puck go by him for reasons I'll never know. Caught up in the trapezoid. Gardner able to push this up. If this turns into a goal, I'm going to be flabbergasted if it's a goal for Ontario Bay. Gardner battling in deep, pulling that puck out. Jonas Singer sends this over to the corner. LeDuc there feeds this up to Jackson Smith. Smith flings this down the length of the ice. Icing is waved off. Going in after it, William Winch. Winch comes around, or Turned over. Cameron Dan-Dalin. Shot saved. Puck is still loose. Every Ithaca player over there, I could have thrown a wet blanket over all of them. We should have had a better opportunity than that. Avi Paulino coming in. Puck gets turned over in the neutral zone. Ripped in by Lewis Singer. Maybe it's Louis. It's probably Louis. There's no O. Dalin. Oh, nice feed to Demott. Demott over the blue line, one-on-one. Toe drag, fake to the middle. Law not able to get to it. Stepping up, pushing that puck aside. Ithaca's defense back in the trapezoid. Grabbed by Ryan Dodson. Sends this up, held in by Donnelly. Back to Demott. Law in there, prohibiting Ryan Dodson from clearing that puck. Now, Avi Paulino is going to give it a try. Shot by Donnelly. Save made. Kicked in front by Demott. And that's an ice. We're almost 7 minutes into this period, and it is still scoreless here at the Haldane Memorial Arena. The student section starting to fill in up there. If you're a student and you know it, come here and clap your hands. We want to hear some volume. Barn is too quiet. Basler not able to hold that at the point. Donnelly coming over to cover. Puck is pushed into the corner by Cosgrove. Sent around up to the point. Ithaca shot fired, save made. Collected by Aiden Swarthout. Swarthout cycling around through the trapezoid on the far side. Wheeler able to poke that puck free, and that came out. Ithaca's got to check up, even though it looked to me like Ansel Cosgrove touched it with his stick. Grant Harris moving out with this puck. Nice stick lift. Good job of back checking by Cosgrove. Cosgrove gloves this down and can't get that shot off. Harris blocks it. There's a shot taken. Leland Walker, save made by Aiden Terry. That was a beauty of a back check by Ansel Cosgrove as it came out to the blue line. He and I think it was Grant Harris, maybe it was Stephen Wheeler. A nice little reaching back, lifting the stick so he couldn't move that puck further into the neutral zone. Enables yourself or a teammate to be able to grab that puck with no stick blocking it. Ithaca wins this faceoff. Leduc gets that away, gets this up to Mott behind the back pass to Law. Law's got Dalin on the other side, opts to send this puck in deep and ices it. That was an error on James's part. Normally he would have fed that across the ice to Dalin. Either he didn't see him or there was a bad angle, or for all I know, I couldn't see what was happening under the boards. Oh, something was in his way. There's a quick shot taken. Dustin Paul. Dalin bringing this puck out. Nice feed to Demott. Last second effort. Demott cradles that blue line to stay on sides. Law centering pass, and it's kicked away by the goalie. I already forgot who's in there. Liam Whitaker? Yes. And we've got a cross-check penalty coming up. First opportunity for special teams here. Come on, Storm. That's 16 or 15? 15. Oh. There's nobody in there with him. Aren't we supposed to have somebody in there? Is that our responsibility? Harder up on a forward. He excels them. You know. Ithaca High School penalty number 15, James Kataska. 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Number 15, 2 minutes cross-check. Time of the minor penalty, 8:16 of the first period. It's an Ontario Bay power play. No. Law gets tossed from a face-off to Mott. Oh, face-off won by Ithaca, and that punch saved by Aiden Terry. Leduc wrapped up over the end line with Aiden Swarthout. Leduc breaks free. Trying to get that puck out. Swarthout steals it. Backhand shot. Save made. LeDuc passes all the way across. Dallin's going to have to play it off the boards. Brings this into the O-zone. Cameron, shot, save, Whitaker. Face-off will be to the right side of Liam Whitaker. So Whitaker's got a 4.12 goals against average. Aiden Terry, 3.77. So on paper, goalies alone. Nobody else on the ice. Ontario Bay should win this game. Here comes Donnelly moving up into the O-zone. Shot! Oh! And Whitaker just gets a piece of that. Whitaker! With the save. William Winch rips that puck all the way down. Aiden Terry dishes it into the corner. Ethan Potter after it. Able to just punch it in time to get it to Donnelly. Donnelly to Dallin. Dallin over the blue line. Dallin's got DeMott with him. Goes behind DeMott over into the corner. Centering pass. As he gets checked by Mason Gabriel. Coming back with this puck. Swarthout. Aiden has that puck ticked away. Cycles it back into the neutral zone. Dallin trying to get that puck away from him. Donnelly catches it. Oh, now he turns it over. Michael Key dumps that in. James Law grabs it with 30 seconds left in the power play. Law is looking to set something up. Law weaving his way into the offensive end. Shot, save, rebound, save. And that gets covered up by Liam Whitaker. I'm not sure if they're counting James Law's goals anyway, so. What's that? Well, so Donnelly was out sick on Tuesday. I don't know how well he is. I mean, Cameron's still getting over his illness. That is ripped in just before the penalty expires, so no icing. Good dumping, good play, great PK by Ithaca. Pass up to Verchis. Verchis gets a piece of it so it doesn't ice. Noah Pasto grabs that puck, takes it around, held in momentarily by Connor LeDuc. Now it's gloved forward by Leland Walker. Walker one-on-one shot and a save, Aiden Terry. Walker recovers, shots again off the crossbar and comes out. Avi Paulino takes this into the corner, feeds this to Justin Paul behind the net, to Avino, back to Paul. Paul misses it on the far side. Morgan Swarthout going over to pick it up. Swarthout tries centering it, blocked by Caleb Ramis. Ramis feeds this up for Wheeler. Wheeler just trying to not turn this puck over. And Sam Newton comes over, fires this up against the boards. Leland Walker has it pinned. Now he comes away with it. Ramis poking at it. Pass up now, centering pass, assisted by Dustin Paul. There's a shot that goes off of Dustin Paul to Leland Walker for the goal. That was an unfortunate bounce off of Paul to Walker. Face-off won by Ithaca. Logan Doherty feeds this forward. Comes back to Basler. Basler sends this off the boards for DeMott. DeMott, tough pass to receive. Goes back in. Basler sends this into the air. It's high. It's far. And it's returned by Mason Gabriel, the Ithaca Little Red. Rips that all the way in and around Donnelly on the far side. Pushes this up to the blue line. And that is caught in the air. Nice grab by Noah Verchtis over there. Yeah. Sorry about that. Oh, we got a player down. Oh, and his knee is hurt. We'll give him some privacy while medical staff attends to him. And he is up. So let's make an announcement. Ithaca High School Little Red goal scored by number 20, Leland Walker, assisted by the knee of 28, Dustin Paul, from 16, Morgan Swarthout, 20 from 28 from 16, Walker from Paul from Swarthout. Time of the Little Red goal, 11:20 of the first period. Ithaca coming out with this puck. Ansel Cosgrove loses it, comes back, picked up by Singer. Singer passes over to Dodson, who feeds this into the neutral zone. Turn back, Dodson again fires this, and this is grabbed by Donnelly. Donnelly sends this through the air to Caleb O'Hagan. O'Hagan feeds this off the boards and then dumps this in, collected by Louis Singer. Turned over, curling around is Ethan Cotter. Shot, save, rebound. O'Hagan couldn't get his twig on it. It was held up in the air. Shot by Van Brocklin, blocked by the skate right in front of him. And that was the skate of Dustin Paul. Tries feeding this out, grabbed by Grant Harris. Puck goes back to Van Brocklin, who turns and tries snapping that puck out. Was caught by Ansel Cosgrove. From the point, shot taken Louis Singer. Loose puck, backhanded out by Caleb Ramis. Verxis, who's out there? It was O'Hagan. I wasn't even close. Caleb, nobody. Oh, no, Caleb O'Hagan. Yeah. Boy, in my head, I got O'Hagan confused with Gardner. I'm not sure why. Anyway, that puck is grabbed by Liam Whitaker, and he's going to hold on to it for the save. 3:38 to go in this opening period. Caleb Ramis coming in to take the face off. Jackson Smith to his right. Puck comes back. Shot fired by Andrew Gardner. Save made and comes all the way down for an icing. Will bring the face-off back down to the Little Red end of the ice. Hopefully I'm coming through nice and clear. No cutouts on the old microphone. Ramis again squaring off against Mason Kelly. Kelly wins the draw. Puck taken behind the net by William Winch. Fired up at the hash mark. Turned over. Jackson Smith rips this back into the trapezoid. Morgan Swarthout there. Feeds this over onto the near side for Dustin Paul. Paul can't get it out as that puck is held in by Gardner. Now it comes out with Dustin. Dustin over the center line into the offensive end. Dustin Paul has that puck ripped away. Morgan Swarthout chases it down in his own end. Ramis comes in to keep him honest. Puck gets passed up for Mason Kelly. Kelly dumps it in far side. Dalin takes that puck, keeps it away from Ned Wilson, goes into the trapezoid, passes it over to Andrew Gardner. Gardner loses that puck. It's sent right back into the far corner. Sam Newton didn't use all of his stick for that. Dan-Dalin trying to pull that puck back out, and it is dumped back in deep by Ned Wilson. Andrew Gardner from the corner behind the net, pass to Sam Newton. Newton sends this all the way across for DeMott, and Connor does not catch that pass. It's the play they do all the time. The defenseman fires it all the way across the ice to the uncovered forward. What you be looking for? It's called play one. Here's a shot. Oh, deflected wide. Far side at the hash mark. Donnelly sends this back in deep. Back to get it. Jonas Singer. Jonas checked into the boards by James Law. And he just pushes Cameron Dalin down for no reason. It's a good thing Cameron doesn't have an angry side. Cameron will get that retaliation, hopefully. Oh, not now. See that? Dad was hoping that was going to turn into a goal. Well, in my screenplay, it worked out. Cam Basler back in the corner, looking to see where everybody's at, able to get that puck forward. Noah Hoteling sends this into the neutral zone. Dump it back in by Noah Pasto. And we just had 3 hockey players fall on the ice. It must be slippery out there. Connor LeDuc sends this back to Donnelly. Is that joke not funny anymore? Donnelly sends this up. Oh, it's Cosgrove, shot, save, trying to stuff it in, Leland Walker. And that puck goes back to the corner. LeDuc takes him down, stepping up, top of the circle, shot, save, rebound, grab. Leland Walker, back-to-back goals. Just sitting there on the back door, picking up the trash. I was not paying enough attention to see who came in from the point to fire that, and now I know the answer. Ithaca High School goals. His second of the game, number 20, Leland Walker. Assisted by number 22, William Winch. 20 from 22, Walker from Winch. Time of the Little Red goal, 15:57 of the first period. Less than 1 minute of play remaining in the first period. 30 seconds remaining. And that puck comes out into the neutral zone. Ramus moves it forward. It is grabbed by Ryan Dodson. He rips this in. LeDuc's going to let Michael Key get that. Key sits down. That's a puck, not a stool. It's a biscuit, not a Triscuit. Triscuit's a cracker, though. And there's a boring way to end the period. And that concludes our first period of play here at the Haldane Memorial Arena. Remember, at the conclusion of this game, the Mexico Faculty Association will be presenting an MVP award to the MVP of each team. In the meantime, don't forget, stop by the Cold Run Cafe, get yourself something warm and delicious to eat or drink. We've got coffee, hot chocolate, and Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Kids, they're sweet, they're sour, they're children whose heads you can bite off. While you're out there, get your 50/50 raffle ticket. We almost had a $500 winner last home game. We just didn't sell enough tickets. This week could be your chance. Go get your 50/50 raffle tickets out in the lobby. I am the Dan-Dalin of Positive Influence, and we'll be right back. Shout out to my sponsors. Thank you for their support. Power Play Sports, located on exit 47 off Interstate 81 in Watertown. For all of your hockey equipment needs, fully stocked with brand new CCM equipment. They also have some gently used equipment. They've got an indoor sheet of synthetic ice, an indoor sheet of real ice. And on Sunday, December 28th, they have an adult 3-on-3 tournament going on Sunday, December 28th. That's a couple of days after Christmas. Show them what Santa brought you. Contact Power Play Sports for more information. Two Broke Moms, located on North Jefferson Street in Pulaski, next to the Dollar General. They can put anything on anything. The official provider of the Dan-Dalin, a Positive Influence merchandise. Stop in and see Jess and Jen, Two Broke Moms, #crazy. Dupree's Cleaning Services, interior and exterior cleaning for your residential, commercial, or industrial facility. Look them up at exteriorcleaning315.com. Top Notch Roofing, CNY.com, where quality meets affordability, servicing Oswego County and all points south, east, and west. Top Notch Roofing, CNY.com. Glory Construction and Development for all of your new building and new structure construction needs. If you're going to have it built in his glory, providing construction services to Jefferson County and all points north, east, and west. Streamside RV Park and Golf Course. If you want to be greenside, you got to be streamside on Tinker Tavern Road in Pulaski, New York, or online at www.streamsidecg.com. And Divots Restaurant and Bar. Good food, good drinks, cold drinks, great friends. Divots Restaurant and Bar, located in the clubhouse at Streamside RV Park and Golf Course. Coming up on Saturday, April 28th, we're going to be holding a benefit for Kevin Burns. He's part of our hockey family. His son, Will Burns, used to play right here on this ice for Salmon River. Kevin suffered a stroke over this past fall, and he's currently going through a lot of intense rehabilitation. Kevin also is the owner of Affordable Auto Glass. You may have had your windshield repaired or replaced by Affordable Auto Glass and Kevin Burns. So stop on by on Saturday, April 18th at the VFW on Taft Road in North Syracuse. I will be emceeing that benefit for Kevin Burns as we try to raise as much money as we possibly can to help out Kevin and his family as they still need lots of bills to pay. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence. I'll be right back. Make it a great intermission. right, we are back, hockey fans. Let's make some noise! Ithaca wins the faceoff again, turns it over right away to Ontario Bay. They dump that puck in, comes around on our near side. Cameron Dalin stepping up, trying to get that puck. Slides out. Jimmy Law feeds this back to Dalin. Dalin gives this back to Basler. Basler speeds this across. That puck is grabbed by Jonas Singer, sends this out into the neutral zone. Basler picks this up, takes it over to the far boards. Ithaca there, Dana Dubois. And Basler gets it away from Dubois. Dubois not giving up, though. That's called forechecking, friends. But Law comes back, has that puck, the grab by Avi Paulino sends that in off the base of the net, and the glass comes up to Mott, able to just touch that out into the neutral zone. Avi Paulino turns it back. There's a shot. No, it's a dump it from Dana Dubois. Back behind the net, comes up on the near side. Avi Paulino can't play it. He's going to go off for his line change. His puck fed up to Cameron Dalin. Dallin's trying to go wide, get around Louis Singer. Singer attacks. Dalin has that puck, comes around. What a play! Dalin to DeMott. Cameron Dalin came around the back of the net, lit the fuse, and Dynamite DeMott set it off. Just want to see if there was another assist. There is not a secondary assist on there. Ontario Bay goal scored by number 14, Connor DeMott. That's where you cheer. Assisted by number 15, Cameron Dalin. 14 from 15, DeMott from Dalin. Time of the Ontario Bay Storm goal, 1-0-1 of the second period. And Ontario Bay now trails 2-1. They cut the little red lead in half. Coach Olson wanted to give it a go, see if we could do it with 4 guys on the ice, but we're going to go for 5 instead. And we're going to make Stephen Wheeler take the faceoff. Wheeler punches his puck forward, comes up to the blue line and out. Thrown back in by William Winch. That's going to give Andrew Gardner time to play this puck around behind his net. Rips this all the way out. It was supposed to be a pass to Grant Harris, but he missed him. It goes on net, dished to the corner by Liam Whitaker. Pulled out Harris. Now Ramus. Ramus has got good in the slot. You didn't see him. Aiden Swarthout puts this up. Ithaca coming down. Here's Ansel Cosgrove, and he loses out at the dot. Puts it back up into the circle. Shot fired. Leland Walker misses. Far side, Morgan Swarthout fires this. Deflected away. Gardner back behind the net, sends this around Stephen Wheeler. Trying to hurry it along. Can't get it out. William Winch turns it back in. In deep, Aiden Swarthout back behind the net. Centering pass. And it goes in. Oh, my goodness. Leland Walker with a trifecta. A dirty rebound put in by Leland. It's his 3rd goal of the game and his 2nd goal from cleaning up the crease. Can't blame a guy for sitting there. He said 9 from 11. Not even close. Was 9 on the... Well, the official score says 9 from 11, so we'll go with that. Ithaca Little Red goal scored by number 9, Ansel Cosgrove, assisted by number 11, Aiden Swarthout. 9 from 11. Time of the Ithaca goal, 2:14 of the second period. There. Mr. Newton is giving me some volume back. I like that. Near side, Basler not able to contain James Kataska. Kataska into the offensive end. Fires that shot. Save made by Aiden Terry. DeMott puts his back in deep, sent around by Donnelly. Dalin coming into the corner to pick this up. And standing right in front of him was Cameron Basler. And that is a goal from Ryan Dodson from the point.
Something happens, it's worse. Well, let's give up a little.
Ithaca Little Red goal scored by number 13, his first of the season, senior Ryan Dodson. Number 13, unassisted. Time of the Ithaca Little Red goal, 3:19 of the second period. Dylan Van Brocklin back to play that puck in his corner. It's a shot taken, though, by Avi Paulino. Good save by Aiden Terry. Now, on that shot, Aiden was absolutely screened. Here's another shot that got deflected, goes up to the glass. At the point with it, William Winch trying to get that in and sends this in, goes behind the net into the corner. Ethan Potter tries breaking that out. At least he passed it to William Winch, so it doesn't ice. Winch turns it back for Dana Dubois. Dubois tries feeding that forward, stopped momentarily by Hoteling. Now coming in is Caleb O'Hagan against the boards. Connor LeDuc to O'Hagan to Hoteling, feeds this in for Potter. Potter not going to get there in time. He has to accelerate to get to a puck. Centering pass, and it is missed. And Van Brocklin doing a good job of removing Leland from that shot. The 1T wide open for Ansel Cosgrove, unable to get it. I don't know. Aiden Terry thought he had his hand on the puck, and the puck was 4 feet in front of him. Centering pass that goes into the far corner. Caleb O'Hagan after it, doesn't get there in time. Ithaca doing what they want with this puck. Leland Walker behind the net ends up losing it, but Aiden Swarthout sends this to the corner, chases after it with Ramus. Ramus against the boards. Donnelly trying, not Donnelly, O'Hagan trying to get it out. Puck gets turned back.
Oh my God.
From the point, Logan Doherty shoots that, gets tipped by Aiden Swarthout, goes to the corner. LeDuc can't get that puck. Nice stick lift there, trying to help out O'Hagan to get it. Not able to. Puck sent back in. Ansel Cosgrove out in front. Save made. Cosgrove in the corner. Back to the trapezoid out in front. Shot never gets made on net. And Caleb Ramus just ices that puck and says, get it out of here. I'm going to go sit down. It's a good thing this isn't the NHL. Otherwise, I'd have to stay on the ice. Yeah. Here's a pass for Law. Law sends this off the boards, goes after the chase. Leaning on him is Mason Kelly. They both go down. DeMott back to Law. Back to DeMott. Sends this out in front. Law. Oh, couldn't get that onto his forehand. Puck goes to Michael Key. Dalin back checking. Gets that puck away from Michael. And it comes out into the neutral zone. Dumped back in by Winch and back out. Winch with it again, fires this across to the far corner. No icing?
Yeah,
That's it. Gardner sends that around to DeMott. DeMott off the boards, gets us into the neutral zone. Swarthout sends this back in, grabbed by Gardner off the boards. Nobody over there except for Ned Wilson. Ned brings this in. That's dished aside by Aiden Terry. In the corner, Sam Newton tried to get that out. It goes back into the corner with Jonas Singer in the trapezoid. Blocked by Dalin, stopped short. Dalin with him still. Singer sends this out in the middle, and it goes right to Noah Verkstis. Verkstis, soft pass to DeMott. DeMott over the blue line. Little pull, drag, backhand, and that is blocked by the skate of Noah Pasto. DeMott still has possession of this puck. Now he loses it. Pasto in the corner gets checked, but able to clear that puck out. Collected by Gardner. Turn back up. And here's Jackson Smith with this puck. Jackson at the hash mark. Passes back to Donnelly to hoteling. There's a and the Ontario Bay Storm. No issues with cleaning up the crease as well. No icing. Donnelly back to play it. Sends this back up along the boards. Jackson Smith grabs it. Can't clear it out. Fired from the point by Noah Pasto. Ontario Bay Storm goal scored by number 7, Noah Hoteling. Assisted by number 20, Jackson Smith. From number 18, Noah Varsity. 7 from 20 from 18. Hoteling from Smith from Versus. Time of the Ontario Bay Storm goal, 7:33 of the second period. Ithaca trying to come in, and centering pass is swung and missed by Aiden Swarthout. There he fires that into the middle. Nice back checking Jackson Smith. Shot save made Aiden Terry. Going back Versus. This gets gloved down by Ithaca. And that pass across the paint by Leland Walker. There's a shot and a save. Rebound fanned on by Aiden Swarthout. He goes into the corner, digs his puck out, passes this out to Cosgrove. Another save by Aiden Terry. Puck sent out far side. Aiden Swarthout with it, sends it into the middle. Shot. And that goes off the glass. It may have caught the tip of Aiden Terry's glove. Noah Pasto through the neutral zone, runs right into Stephen Wheeler, and we're going to get an interference call on that one. That's on Cameron Basler. I'm sorry, it's a 3, not a 2. And the student section is waking up out there. All right, it's a 4-2 game. And another power play opportunity for Ontario Bay. Ithaca Little Red penalty. Number 2, Noah Pasto. 2-minute minor for interference. Number 2, 2 minutes interference. Time of the minor penalty, 9:11 of the second period. And it's an Ontario Bear power play. LeDuc loses that puck at the blue line. He's got to come back into the neutral zone, dumps that in. Obey checks up onside. Cameron Dallin thought about catching that. Thankfully, he moved his hand away. That one would have been a finger breaker. Puck back up into the neutral zone. Fired in. Terry puts it to the corner. LeDuc picks it up. He's going to skate this puck out. Ramus in trouble. LeDuc pokes it away. Ramus trying to get this by Michael Key. Now it leaks its way into the neutral zone, picked up by Louis Singer. Louis dances back, fires this forward. That's saved by Aiden Terry. He pushes it to the corner. LeDuc there, fires this back around to the far side for Ethan Potter. Potter from the trapezoid. Dallin looking for it. Potter skating it up. Potter waiting. Drops this off for Dallin. Dallin goes to the slot. Shot right at the belly button of Liam Whitaker. 37 seconds remaining. And look at that student section over there. It is filling up. And they are getting loud and rowdy. That's the way we like it in hockey town. Although we're not in Detroit. Stephen Wheeler takes this into the corner. Turns, tries feeding this out for Donnelly. Makes its way to Potter. Potter drops this back to Carter. Carter shoots. That gets blocked in front. Ned Wilson fires this down. Leads it out for Aim Swarthout. Swarthout coming in. And oh, he fakes himself out. Puck goes back behind. Ripped around by Ontario Bay. Out into the neutral zone. Sent back in by Logan Doherty. Donnelly's going to get that on the far side. 4 seconds to go in this power play, and that power play has ended. The teams have returned to even strength. Noah Pasto, no, comes out of the box. Stephen Wheeler back to Donnelly. Donnelly fires it in, glove down by Aiden Swarthout. He passes puck up to Ned Wilson, who couldn't keep possession of that puck. Goes to Potter, to Donnelly, to Verkstis. Verkstis tries feeding this in. DeMott couldn't get it. Verkstis with it. Verkstis shot blocked in front. DeMott shot, save. DeMott trying to get that puck, and it's held onto by Liam Whitaker. Nice pressure by Connor Dynamite DeMott. Caleb Ramus in for the faceoff. Pulls this back to DeMott. Comes out high. Avi Paulino takes this puck, feeds it over to Dana Dubois. Dubois into the offensive end. Centering pass gets blocked. DeMott loses it on the side of the net. He's got Sam Newton in the corner. Newton trying to push this up to Dalin. It goes back. Loose puck collected by Jonas Singer. And that save is made by Aiden Terry, even as Dana Dubois pushed Noah Newton onto the back of Aiden Terry. .5:02 to go in this second period. 4-2 Ithaca with the lead. Face-off punch forward by DeMott. Grabbed by Louis Singer. Sends this back in. Connor Leduc picks this up behind the net. Leduc skating up. Sends this off the boards for Dalin. Dalin tried feeding it out to Ramus. Ramus not able to catch up to it. Puck was too far in front of him. There's a tough check. That's going to be a cross check for a roughing. We're going to go roughing. And referees don't like to see players get checked and they have their backs folded backwards over the boards. Ithaca Little Red penalty, number 9, Ansel Cosgrove, 2-minute minor for roughing. Number 9, 2 minutes, roughing. Time of the minor penalty, 12:15 of the second period. And it's an Ontario Bear power play. Ramus shot, blocker save. Whitaker drops down off the glass. DeMott has it. DeMott to Dalin. Dalin pulls this out, feeds this over to Leduc. Leduc back to Dalin. Dalin's in Ovi's office. Dalin slides over, feeds this to Potter. Shot goes off the side of the net. DeMott tried to stuff it in on the near side here on the back door of the post. Not able to get it around that upright structure. DeMott in the corner, though, with the puck. Taking his time. He's going to switch places with Dalin. Comes over. Shot. Save made. Liam Whitaker. 1 minute remaining in the power play for Ontario Bay. All right, we got 51 people watching here. Call a friend. Tell them to tune this game in. This game is getting super exciting. There's a shot from Potter. Another glove save by Whitaker. Ontario Bay keeping the pressure on here in this power play. Face-off won by Ithaca. Louis Singer takes this back behind the net. Louis in the corner, rips this puck out, and Ethan Potter is going to have to chase after it. 40 seconds to go in the player advantage for Ontario Bay. A pass to Connor Leduc. Leduc trying to break over into the offensive end and does. Dumps that puck into the trapezoid. Nobody there but Noah Pasto. So he tries clearing it and does. Potter trying to keep that puck in the neutral zone. Thankfully avoided a breakaway opportunity for Ithaca. Ethan Potter whacks that puck deep into the offensive end. Stephen Wheeler comes in with a flying check on Mason Kelly. Kelly and Wheeler going at it. Wheeler still making space in the trapezoid. Passes this over. Now it comes out high to LeDuc. LeDuc feeds this to Potter. Potter sends this into the goal. Oh, almost snuck it in. Out in front. First is trying to stop and shovel and laying on top of it on his back, arms and legs outstretched. Liam Whitaker with the save. Uncle Dave Slinsky, how are you doing? Cameron got an assist earlier. Not sure if you tuned in earlier to see it. At the beginning of this period, 1 minute into the period, Cameron got a nice assist. The great goal by Connor Dynamite DeMont. Ithaca trying to feed this out. Ramus trying to hold that in. Now, there's a nice check on Gardner. And Ithaca able to push this puck out. Connor DeMont trying to turn it back. Ripping it back in is Jonas Singer. This comes all the way around onto the near side. Cameron Dalin waiting for that puck to come out. Trying to pull this with him and does get this into the neutral zone. Dalin over the center line. Dalin has DeMont with him, goes far right, spins around at the top of the circle, loses this puck, goes it up to the point, and this gets punched out. Jonas Singer's trying to get it there for a breakaway. Sam Newton back on defense. Shot save made. Aiden Terry. Singer still with it. Comes around, puts this up at the point for Winch. William fires it. That gets blocked by DeMont. Fed back to Ramus. Ramus clears this out to the neutral zone. Stopped there by Logan Doherty. DeMont almost able to pull that with him. And he would have found more gas to take it into the offensive end. Dalin at the blue line. Puck gets sent in. Now it gets ripped and iced by Sam Newton. And we'll have a face-off down here by Aiden Terry. 1:38 remaining in this second period. 2 goals separate these two teams. Aiden Swarthout taking a face-off against Ethan Potter. Potter actually won that draw. Dylan Van Brocklin couldn't get to that puck in time. Aiden Swarthout gets there. Out in front, shot, save made. Rebound collected by Aiden Swarthout. Sends this into the trapezoid for Leland Walker. Walker over on the near side. Looking, feeds this across. Swarthout going after it. Picks it up. Nice block by Van Brocklin. Loose puck shot. Walker couldn't get much mustard on that one. That puck is taken away by Ethan Potter. Potter sends it up into the middle. Passed over to Stephen Wheeler. Wheeler through the legs of Louis Singer. Ethan Potter just missed that 1T. Puts this back up to the point. Connor LeDuc feeds this back in. Meant for Potter. Stolen by Aiden Swarthout. Stolen back by Connor LeDuc. Waits for his team to come up on sides, then dumps it in to Louis Singer. Back out into neutral zone. LeDuc fires it back forward. Oh, he gets Wheeler picks it up. Smack back to Van Brocklin off the boards. DeMont loses that puck. Ansel Cosgrove. Shot, save, Aiden Terry. Right into the glove of Aiden, the Eagle Terry. You may have noticed that there's less than 1 minute of play in the second period. 32.7 seconds to go. Here comes Ramus in as the 5th man. Connor DeMont taking the face-off against Mason Kelly. And DeMont rips it forward. The race is on. Noah Pasto going after to get that puck. Dallin's going to meet him in the trapezoid, not in time to get that puck free. Kelly couldn't keep that in. Now coming back with it with speed, Mason Kelly. Shot, save made, rebound, grab by James Kataska. Another save by Aiden Terry. In the trapezoid, Newton going back, centering pass, misses everybody. Newton goes down. DeMont couldn't get there in time. He absorbs a check from Louis Singer. Back behind the net, Noah Hotel. He tried feeding that forward. There's nobody to pass to. And that ends the second period. And that concludes a second period of play on another exciting period of ice hockey here at the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of Storm Hockey. There should be fresh pizza out there at the Cold Front Cafe, as well as hot coffee, hot cocoa, and Gatorades and sodas and waters and Sour Patch Kids. And what else we got? Cowtails. They're long, they're brown, they come from the back end of a tail of a cow, and they taste great. Make sure you get your 50-50 raffle tickets. We could have a $500 winner if you buy enough tickets. I am the Dan-Dalin, and we'll be back with fresh ice. All right, so thank you all again for watching, for subscribing. One more period to go. Shout out to my sponsors. Call some friends. You got 10 minutes to get as many people as you know onto this live stream to watch a thrilling third period. And we'll be back. And there you've got some Obey fans, student fans, coming down from the student section to cheer on the boys as they get on the ice. Rest of the students filling in nicely up there. There's still room, plenty of room to yell and cheer down at the opposing team's goalie. That goaltender is so interested in what you've got to say about his family, especially his mother and sister. Make sure you come on down and tell him. All right, fans, I have the winning 50-50 raffle ticket number. And you know what? I'll tell it to you later. Here we go. Here's the face-off. DeMott taking the draw. Face-off won by Ithaca. Louis Singer feeds this forward. Now it's turned back. Ethan Potter nudging this out. Singer getting around him, getting that stick ahead. Puck makes its way over to Ansel Cosgrove, who feeds this into the offensive zone. Here's a shot. It gets deflected. Flutters into the corner. Passed up at the point. Turned back by Dodson. In the middle. Shot wide right. Ansel Cosgrove held in at the point by Louis Singer. He sends that in high for no reason into the corner. Nice check by Basler. Right in the numbers. Fed out to the point. Shot fired. And that goes just wide left. Dan-Dalin over, pulls this behind him for Donnelly, and I am zoomed in too far. Sorry about that. Cosgrove coming back with that puck. In the air, dropped down by Cameron Dan-Dalin. Dan-Dalin has that puck taken away by Aiden Swarthout. Swarthout stopped short, so he came across to Mott. Line change going on, and Ontario Bay trying to take that puck away. Pass over to Donnelly. Finally makes it, turns it. DeMott tries moving it forward, turned back by William Winch. He dumps his puck all the way in. Connor LeDuc sends this through to the corner. Sent back by Ithaca. Carter Donnelly grabs it, rips this around. Stephen Wheeler picks this puck up, tries to get it out, held in by Winch. Fires this to the slot. Bouncing around and taking it, James Kataska. And he loses it. Stopped cold by Carter Donnelly. Ethan Potter feeds this out to Connor DeMott. DeMott shot, glove save, no rebound from Liam Whitaker. All right, it's 50-50 raffle time. The winning ticket is going to receive over $100 as their prize. And the winning ticket number is 23340-618. 23340-618. Congratulations. Take your winning ticket to the table in the lobby. Say hi to my mom, and she'll give you some money. There's a shot, save made. Aiden Terry, rebound into the corner. Mason Kelly sends this over towards the trap side, comes into the slot. Stephen Wheeler trying to pull this by, gets this out, goes off the stick of William Winch, and behind him, Jackson Smith hustling after it. Logan Doherty gets that puck first, though. Passes this around. Now bringing it up through the neutral zone, Jonas Singer. Singer checked by Wheeler. Singer goes down. Puck comes out. And that's going to be a tripping. I don't know. I mean, I know he fell down, but I thought it's because he got checked.
What happened 1-8?
618.
Okay.
Sorry. Ontario Bay score penalty. Number 2, Stephen Wheeler. 2-minute minor for tripping. Number 2. Time of the Ontario Bay minor penalty, 2:39. Then Ithaca power play goal scored by number 10, Dana Dubois. From number 11, Aiden Swarthout. From number 9, Ansel Cosgrove. 10 from 11 from 9. Time of the Ithaca power play goal, 2:55 of the third period. And it's now a 5-2 game. Ontario Bay needs to figure this out. James Law, I've not seen on the ice yet. He did get checked in the corner and hit his head. So he may be going through, I don't know, his head hurts. So he'll get checked out for concussion. Puck able to be held in by Caleb O'Hagan. Grab behind the net by Louis Singer. Louis sends this off the boards, and Andrew Gardner couldn't keep it. Race back for that puck, and Connor Leduc gets to it before Ned Wilson. Leduc on the far side comes in through traffic. Birchfish trying to shovel that puck up for O'Hagan. Couldn't do it. Turns that puck over. That shot gets directed into the corner. Now back out in the middle. Dan-Dalin off the bench coming in. He's got one guy to beat, and he doesn't beat him. Noah Pasto pokes that puck away. And Ithaca coming back. Aiden Swarthout with it now over the blue line. Swarthout at the hash mark loses this puck in the corner. Connor Leduc sends this around, and Leland Walker picks it up, tries passing it over, goes off the skate of Ethan Potter. Connor DeMont able to get this into the neutral zone, feeds this forward for Potter. Potter's got Dan-Dalin coming down on the right side, and he's forced into the corner, though, and that puck is taken away by John Patrick Campbell. Is that number 7 or is that 11? Yeah, no, that was 11. Oh, shot DeMont off the glove of Whitaker for the save. Leduc puts this back into the corner for Potter. Back to Leduc. Leduc over to Van Brocklin. His shot just goes wide. Whitaker doesn't have his net. It is in the goal and sticking into the crease. That could be a factor. And that's taken away back into Mott. Save made. Whitaker just picks up his stick and able to stick that puck away. And Aiden Swarthout has that puck for Ithaca. He's coming up with it. Dan-Dalin reaching into back check. Dislodges that puck, and that is offsides. Dan-Dalin had that his stick constantly lifting up Swarthout's stick, never brought it across the body, so it didn't become a hook. Good stick control by Cameron Dan-Dalin, and he forced Swarthout over the blue line before the puck. That made them offsides. Face off won by Obey. Hoteling sends this out, and it comes back to him. Ithaca trying to keep this in. Dana Dubois pushes it over to the boards. Dubois trying to play it. Grant Harris had it. It's shoveled around onto the far side. Avi Paulino overskates it. Versus can't get to it. Fired in by Logan Doherty. In the corner, that puck comes out high. And if it makes it, it's going to be an icing. And icing it is. We'll bring the faceoff back down by Aiden Terry. 11 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this game. 5-2, Ithaca with the lead. Mason Kelly in for the faceoff, wins the draw against Caleb Ramus. Ithaca dumps that puck into behind the net. James Kataska back there battling. Ithaca from the point now. Fired and tipped right in front. Bounces across the slot into the corner. Sent up to the point for Louis Singer. Nope. Yep. Louis gloves this down, able to keep it in. Now it's knocked out by Jackson Smith. Singer over, grabs it, and dumps that in deep. Noah Hoteling back to play that puck through his trapezoid. Dustin Paul keeping him honest. Stephen Wheeler looking for that puck. It's caught on his skate. Pulled by Ithaca, and now taken away by Carter Donnelly. Donnelly gets this up to Wheeler. Wheeler picks his head up and misses the puck. Now he passes it behind Jackson Smith. That's tricky. Puck goes back. Louis Singer picks it up. Singer through his trapezoid. Passes puck over to the boards, and it gets sent out into the neutral zone for Dustin Paul. Paul into the O-zone. Dan-Dalin gets that puck away. Fired from the point by James Kataska. Goes into the corner after it bounced off of Aiden Terry's leg pad. Fired from that point. Kick save, Aiden Terry. And the net's off. And there's a cross check. I thought the net was off. It looks crooked to me. Stephen Wheeler didn't get enough rest. Let's see if the Ontario Bay penalty kill can last more than 16 seconds. Ontario Bay penalty number 2, Stephen Wheeler. 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Number 2, 2 minutes cross-check. Time of the minor penalty, 6:52 of the third period. There's a shot. Oh, redirected, goes wide of the net, back behind. Dana Dubois grabs it in the corner, sends this up for William Winch, or not Winch. It's taken away by Cameron Dallin, and Dallin has his pocket picked by Aiden Swarthout. Swarthout serpentining to keep away from Dallin, feeds this over to Leland Walker. Walker hits the blue line, dumps this puck in. Andrew Gardner back to play it. Gets that puck away from Walker. Walker's persistency, though, sends that puck to the corner, and Dana Dubois feeds this up to the point. We're back from Aiden Swarthout to Ansel Cosgrove. Cosgrove to that guy. Shot fired by Aiden Swarthout, blocked. Aiden Swarthout, center point for Leland Walker. Shot, glove save, Aiden Terry. .9:03 to go in the period. 55 seconds remaining in the penalty kill for Ontario Bay. Ontario Bay wins that faceoff. Good job by Ethan Potter as he stands proudly looking at his job well done. Puck knocked out into the neutral zone. Ithaca's got to regroup. Great back checking by Caleb Ramus there. Now coming up, Ansel Cosgrove. Blue line, dumps it in. Goes around. Donnelly loses that puck. Ansel picks it up. Ansel's got Leland Walker in the top of the center point. Instead, he comes over to the center point, feeds that puck back to Aiden Swarthout. Swarthout, center point, fired, misses wide right. Puck bounces into the net. It got tipped by that guy celebrating over there. The Ocho, Jonas Singer with that power play goal. Ithaca High School power play goal scored by number 8, Jonas Singer, assisted by number 11, Aiden Swarthout. 8 from 11. Time of the Ithaca Little Red power play goal, 8:08 of the third period. Here's William Winch into the middle, feeds this forward, trying to get his teammate Isaac Montic to be offside. This puck gets dumped in. Connor LeDuc hustling back to pick it up. Sends this off the boards around Brosnick. Mason Kelly in there. Kelly back to the point. Shot fired by Winch. Loose in the slot underneath Aiden Terry, and it goes in. It's a goal for Ithaca. They created a lot of commotion, and that commotion ended up in a goal. I have no idea who popped that in. We lost the puck. Ithaca High School goal scored by number 6, Mason Kelly. Assisted by number 27, Isaac Bronsnick. From number 22, William Winch. Time of the Ithaca High School Little Red goal, 9:25 of the third period. This puck just keeps ping-ponging back and forth underneath that wall there. Now Ithaca takes it to the other side. Thank you very much. Dustin Paul, shot fired, save made. Aiden Terry, rebound. Goal scored. Ned Wilson, number 14. New goalie for Ontario Bay, number 30, Nathan Gillette. Ithaca goal scored by number 14, Ned Wilson, assisted by number 28, Dustin Paul. 14 from 28. Time of the goal, 9:53 of the third period. New goalie for Ontario Bay, number 30, Nathan Gillette. That puck sent in by Ithaca around on the far side. Verks coming back, doesn't get it. Dustin Paul sends that over to the corner. As a missed shot on goal. Ove trying to clear this puck out. Verks, well, it's O'Hagan. Nudges. Oh, no. It is picked off by Kotaska. Shot, save made by Nate Gillette. Puck goes back into the corner. Pops out. Grant Harris collects it. Short feed for Verks. Not short enough. Now it goes back to Verks, and he passes this across the ice. Carter Donnelly sends that in, and that's called offsides. Can't do that. Connor demolishes that puck forward. Ithaca sends this back out, goes off of Dallin and a couple others. Aiden Swarth out with it, centering pass. Does not meet Leland Walker. Walker takes this into the trapezoid, trying to get around Dylan Van Brockland and the official. The official blocks the puck. Swarth out, shot off the side of the net, back behind the goal. Picked up by Connor LeDuc. He tries clearing it out, held in by Louis Singer. No, it comes out off of Louis. There should be no icing. Back to pick it up, Logan Darty. Darty's got Ethan Potter on him, fires this around. Oh, that got tipped. That got tipped by Leland Walker. That's why Van Brockland missed that. He was lined up for it, and then it got deflected at the last moment. Potter chases that puck down off the hash mark. Feeds this out to Dallin. Dallin not able to catch that pass. Oh. Puck gets set up. Connor LeDuc lifts the stick, but that puck comes out into the neutral zone. Ansel Cosgrove one-on-one with Van Brockland, feeds this over. Shot and a save. Stephen Gillette. I mean, Nate Gillette, not Stephen. Although Stephen probably would have gotten in the way of that puck too. That puck is deflected, goes in deep. Aiden Swarth out, picks it up in the trapezoid, sends it over to the corner. Ethan Potter going over. Aiden gets away from him, picks that puck back up again. Pass out in front, shot, Leland, save made by Nate Gillette. Puck sent back in by Ithaca. Ansel Cosgrove gives this over to Swarth out. Loose puck, picked up, Ethan Potter. Potter, pass over to DeMott. DeMott brings us into the offense. Loses it as he crosses the blue line. Puck picked up by Ansel Cosgrove. Cosgrove shot, save made. Nate Gillette, rebound, collected by Connor Demont. Demont off the boards for himself. Tried passing that through the legs of Noah Pasto. Shot fired, save made. Oh, it's Avi Paulino, not Pasto. Sam Newton sends this back into the corner. Potter over there, trying to get that out. Held in at the point. Fired from that point by Morgan Swarthout. That gets deflected over to Caleb Ramus. Ramus coming wide. Caleb's got Isaac Brosnick back checking on him. Loses that puck as a Brosnick takes it away. On the far side, Ivy Paulino with it. Paulino pass across to Brosnick. He's not able to catch it, but right behind him, Jonas Singer covering. Picks up that loose puck. Centering pass, nobody there. Gets cleared to nobody. Morgan Swarthout fires it in. Save Nate Gillette. Rebound grab by Noah Pasto. Puts this across the paint. Picked up by Stephen Wheeler on the far side. He passes this across to Caleb Ramus. Ramus threads the needle to Ethan Potter. Potter, oh, nice back check by Morgan Swarthout. Pulls that puck into the corner and then passes it up to Jonas Singer. Singer loses that to Jackson Smith. Smith keeps it away from Isaac Brosnack. Brosnack comes over and throws his stick in Jackson's general direction. And if you come back at me, I will throw it at you again. That puck held in by Noah Hotelling, and that'll be in the zone. It never came out. That faceoff is in the zone. And even the official knew that. Right, new rule this year. It's where the puck goes out. Has nothing to do with who hits it out. Brand new this year. Hey, remember when we were looking for one puck? Now we've got two. How come he gets to warm up and ours didn't? New goalie for Ithaca, getting warm-up shots. That's cool. Number 31, Matthew Fowler. That's Matt Fowler. You can find something that rhymes with that. Little. That's why I said that. I don't know what concept. I mean, the goalie didn't get hurt. I don't know why. Maybe you have to ask for it or call it. I don't know if he called a timeout. I don't know. I'm not sure what the rules are, how you're able to get warm-up shots for your goaltender. You would think, if anything, the home team would and the visiting team would not the other way around. Donnelly from the point. Oh, and the blade of the skate of Matthew Fowler makes that save. Here comes Ithaca back the other way. Aiden Swarthout. Noah Hotelling trying to back check. Swarthout stuffs that in by Nate Gillette. And that's an unassisted goal for number 11. Ithaca high school goal scored by number 11, Aiden Swarthout, unassisted. Number 11, unassisted. Time of his goal, 14:27. I wonder what would have happened if Nate Gillette had warm-up shots. Grant Harris not able to bring that puck in. Noah Hotelling fires it into the bench. We'll have the face-off in the neutral zone. 2:17 remaining in this game. Ontario Bay has Ithaca right where they want them. Yeah, in their own zone, apparently. Dustin Ball takes that around behind it. Net shot save, Nate Gillette. And Ned Wilson really trying to get that One more point for Ithaca. Otherwise, Ontario Bay is about to mount their comeback with 2:04 to go. This puck clears the zone. Cameron Dallin hustling after, trying to get ahead of William Winch. Winch goes down. Dallin comes back, battling against Winch. Potter there. And that puck gets ripped around by Jonas Singer. Held in by Connor Leduc. Back to Dallin. Far side, puck sent around Logan Doherty. No icing because these refs want to go home. Dustin Paul behind the net. Near side sends this back to Mason Kelly. Minute and a half to go. Connor Leduc with the puck. He stopped short, trying to shake off Ned. Oh, he shook off Ned's neck guard. No, Ned still got his. That's somebody else's neck guard. Dylan Van Brocklin's getting undressed before he gets to the locker room. Connor DeMott into the offensive zone. Toe drag. Loses that puck. Puck cleared away. Let's see. DeMott back in the trap as way. Puck picked up. Centering pad never makes it to Dallin. 1 minute of play remaining in the third period. Final minute of play. It's comeback time. That puck sent down. Save made. Nate Gillette. He dishes off to the corner. Sam Newton is just skating around. He's got something stuck in his armpit. Connor DeMott trying to feed this puck out. It's taken away by Dana Dubois. Gets this over to Isaac Bronznick. And this puck is fired into the corner. Less than 30 seconds to go. Cameron Dallin moves this puck over. Ethan Potter gets this out into the neutral zone. Connor DeMott trying to move it ahead, notches that into the middle. Turn back into the neutral zone. Dallin from the neutral zone. Pulls back, knocks that puck away. Going back to get it, William Winch passes this off. 8 seconds. Brosnick with it. And he's just going to hold on to that. Fires it at the net. Save made. And that's going to do it. And that concludes another exciting of ice hockey here at the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of Storm Hockey. After the teams shake hands, we will have the Mexico Faculty Association presentation of the MVP awards over by the Ontario Bay entrance to the ice. And yeah, well, I'm gonna head down over. There's the handshake. We will have the presentation right over there. So I'm gonna make my way down to the ice. I should bring with me the names of the players. Otherwise, I'm not going to remember them. Not yet. Hey, thanks for coming out, guys. Next game will be better.
So makes your section here.
Yeah. Anybody yelling you for yelling or cheering? Wasn't that crazy? Huh? No, not an interview. Where's Angela Wheeler? Hey, hold on, you might be the MVP. No, I'm just kidding. It's only going to be a Mexico studio. Good game, guys. Good game. Good game. I like that, right? It's festive. Good effort. Anybody not sick? Nope. Anybody know why Nate didn't get warm-up shots? Then I lost. Because we didn't have putts? Oh. Although, it was really cool. You guys almost scored on the first shot on him. Like, it just went off the edge of his blade. The only thing you guys needed to do to win this game was score more goals. I don't know if you knew that, right? Do we have the names? And, oh, hey, I know it. Do you have anything you wanted to say? Or? Hey, Aiden, come on over here. On behalf of the Mexico Faculty Association, this year's MVP for the visiting team goes to a player who had not one, not two, three points? 3 points. 1 goal, 2 assists. Number 11, Captain Sorna. Congratulations, Aiden. All right. And for Obey? And the recipient of the Mexico Faculty Association Most Valuable Player Award for Ontario Bay. Number 7, Dan-Dalin. So, can we get pictures of you guys on either side of Mrs. Wheeler, please? Don't knock her over. All right, excellent. Thank you all for coming. On behalf of the Ontario Bay Hockey Association, we'd like to remind you to fold and return your warming blankets to appropriate receptacles now that the game has concluded. Drive safely and remember, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day, everyone. You're welcome. I guess next time we got to tell Steve not to turn the microphone on. All right, so that'll pretty much do it here from the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of the Ontario Bay Storm. This game ends in a 9-2 loss for Ontario Bay. We were able to hand out the MVP awards. Hopefully, it was everything I imagined it would be. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And remember, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day. Look at those supportive students. APW has one player on the team, Cameron Dallin, and he has attracted some fans, and maybe the next home game, which will be in January, will have more fans here. Hmm? Oh, hey, there's Connor's fan. All right. Make it a great night and make it a great day.